welcome to another episode of the Larry's Pop Pod. I'm Amelia Larry.
And I'm Chris Larry, and we're joined by friend of the pod, second-time guest, Leah. How you doing, Leah?
I'm fine.
We are going to talk about a graphic novel called Be Prepared by Vera Brosgol. I bought this for both these girls as they were off at camp because I thought it would be a fun graphic novel to read when they return from camp. And if you want to hear about their review of YMCA's Frost Valley, you can listen to that episode. I'll put the link in the show notes. But the ladies now are going to talk and review this book. So they're going to take it away from here.
So this is the blurb. Dear Mom, camp is nothing like I expected. I know all my rich friends at home think I'm weird, but I was sure that at Russian summer camp, everyone would be like me, and we'd sing songs and eat s'mores and be best friends. Nope!
The girls in the tent are 5 years older than me, and they do not want me here. This camp has no electricity, no plumbing, and absolutely no candy. And the outhouse. I can't even think about the outhouse without gagging. I can't survive 2 weeks of this. Please come get me. Please.
I'm desperate. Love, Vera.
All right, so I can take it from this blurb that this is not a happy story about summer camp. Is that true?
Yes.
Yes, it is not a very fun summer camp.
Who can give me the basic plot?
There's this girl back home, and she is from Russia. She moved from Russia when she was 5.
To where?
To Albany, New York.
To New York, okay.
Yeah. And so she has all these rich friends, and they're going to summer camp. And all her rich friends think she's weird.
Is she going to camp back in Russia?
Well, her Russian friend tells her about this camp in Albany, but it's in Russia camp. So there's a lot of those in Russia, but there's one here in
So it's
New
a
York.
Russian camp in New York.
Yes.
Yeah, they're like singing Russian songs, and they're learning about the history. And yeah, it's basically based about like camps in Russia, but it's in New York, like you said.
What's the main character's name? Vera?
Vera, yeah.
Does she... so is Vera the same as the author, basically?
Yeah, that is a graphic novel. It's about her real life. Yeah, it was very interesting to read about how she made a comic and how she made it like kind of funny about how her real life.
Now, is this one of those things where she hates it at first and then she grows to love it, or does she hate it the whole way through?
Well, she was like so excited for it because it's her first time at a camp. And she goes in being so excited, and then her brother is so not happy for it, but then he has the time of his life.
And this is the same camp?
Yes.
Yeah, they're in the same.
So this is basically a nightmare camp from start to finish?
Well, at the end, she made a friend, and
Her name was.
What was her name?
I'll tell you later when I'll find it.
All right, no big deal. How different was this camp experience from your personal camp experience?
This was very different.
like they went to church.
They went to church at camp?
Yeah, they went to a Russian church.
All right. So what were some of the nightmare experiences that she has while she's at camp?
Well, the bathrooms there's like 5 in a row, and there's a girl's bathroom, and there's no like stalls or anything.
It's like a porta potty style?
Yeah, but there's like you're with other kids.
Gross.
And yeah, then she just like doesn't like it there because you have to speak in Russian all the time.
Oh, wow. Leah, what did you like most about the graphic novel?
Well, I really liked how she made it like funny and look like it's just like a book, but it's actually based on what she experienced in her first camp when she was 9. That is very, very cool.
Even though that both of you had very different camp experiences, was there anything that seemed familiar or made you think about your own camp experience as you were reading this? Leah?
There was no s'mores.
So both the story and Be Prepared, the graphic novel, and your experience at Frost Valley, there was no s'mores anywhere?
No s'mores in a summer camp. That is so weird.
And also like girls bringing in stuff they can't have, like, or parents
Like gum.
sending candy, or
Oh, so that was the same both places?
yeah, because
Yeah.
her friend brought her guinea pig, which
What?
was really
Yeah.
A guinea pig to camp? Did it get lost?
Yes, and then she cried every night, and then Vera brought it back to her. That's how they got friends.
Oh, that's nice. That's a sweet part of the story. What about the art? Did you because graphic novels, the story is important, but also the way that the graphics and the art tell the story is important. What do you think about it, Amelia, the art?
Well, it's really good, and this well-known author, Raina Telminger, author of Smile and Sister, she wrote a quote on it. It says, "Beautifully drawn, beautifully funny, brilliantly honest. Vera is such a good cartoonist, I almost can't stand it."
But what did you all think of the art? Did the art help tell the story for you?
Yes.
Yes, because there's a lot of like pictures where there's no words.
Okay.
Yeah, when I read
The blurb?
it said, "The girls in my tent are 5 years older than me, and they did not want me here." And then you can see how they're like, in the first few pages, they're like, "So, you look like a nice girl, but don't get near stuff." And
They were nasty?
yeah.
And they probably drew them to look kind of mean and older, right?
Yes.
And in the beginning, the only person that was nice to her was the counselor.
Now, Amelia, you're a big fan of Lumberjanes, which is also about girls at summer
read the
camp.
first one.
You did? That's good. How is this different than Lumberjanes?
Lumberjanes is like more mystery creatures and like it's more like a fantasy graphic novel, but this is more like a social issue kind of, I guess. She doesn't fit in because she feels like this is the only place she can fit in because she's Russian.
Oh, okay. So this is more about real life, where Lumberjanes is more about like them fighting like mystical crimes.
Yeah.
All right, good. Give me your one sentence review. If you had to recommend this book to somebody else, what would you say? Why to read? Did you like it, and why would you read it, Leah?
Oh, well, I really liked it. I enjoyed it. And I will recommend it to my friend who kind of is afraid to go to like a camp. And then she'll be like, and then I'll be like, this is the exact opposite of what every camp in the world is probably like.
So it's almost like facing your nightmares to know that it's actually going to be better.
Yes.
I love that's a good review. Thank you, Leah. Amelia, same question.
So you want to read Be Prepared, but you want a little information. So Be Prepared is just like a nice camp story, and it's just like a fun time reading a graphic novel. I love graphic novels, and I especially like them when they're long because I blow through graphic novels. So it's just a fun thing to read, and it's funny. You feel like you're with the character in her journey.
Yeah, all the time.
That is our, well, not theirs, because I didn't read it yet, review of Be Prepared by Vera Brosgol. It's a new graphic novel. I think it just came out. So if you like graphic novels, especially about young girls and young women's adventures in life, then this one is for you.
This was actually out in 2018.
2018, so it's brand spanking new. Go read Be Prepared by Vera Brosgol.
Bye-bye.